Alright, flat tires was a bad idea! Oh, really, really bad idea. Stop! Okay. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Forza Horizon 3. If you missed it, last episode we went and we built this Dodge Ram Runner, which, on the surface, looks pretty normal. Until you take the camera and you turn it like that and you take a look at those crazy, crazy wheels. We actually made the wheels only 1 millimeter thick. If you missed the video, I'll link to it down below and you guys can check it out for yourself. It was a pretty cool one. We did a bunch of science experiments. Anyways, while we were making that video, I got the idea to do something else. So do you guys remember when we came into Forza Horizon 3 and we built the hover van by giving it a bunch of camber and playing around with this? Well, that got me thinking, why don't you come in and play with some of the other things in here? Like, for instance, the tire pressure. In Forza Horizon 3, you can make your tire pressure anywhere between 15 and 55 PSI. However, I did a little bit of investigative work and found out that you can actually change that to be just about any value you like. So, let's give it a go. So, we're not actually going to be going into the database today. Today, we're going to be going into just the normal settings. So, if we just search for tire, you can find it right here. Cartooning, tire pressure minimum, 15 or 55. So let's change these to 1 because I have a feeling 0 is going to crash the game. And then let's make this 100. I'm honestly surprised the game didn't crash though, because sometimes when you're messing around with stuff like this, it does. So, all right, we can go from tire pressure 30. It actually spawns in with 30 PSI tire pressure stock, but then we should be able to, yes, go all the way down to 1. If this actually works, that creates so many opportunities for us for future things. Wait, what? Those tires don't look very flat. Has this actually worked, or what's going on? I mean, the game probably doesn't, like, simulate what 0 tire pressure looks like, but that's a little weird. Like, if I come down here and I look, it's like, yeah, those tires should be, like, all floppy and stuff, and they're just, well, not. Well, let's see this. What does it do to our 0 to 60 time? Our 0 to 60 time is 7.5. 0 to 100 is 28 seconds. All right, if we go to, like, say 30, which is where this car is supposed to be, what does that do? Not much. Okay, what if we go the other direction? 100 PSI. That actually brings our 0 to 100 time down a little bit, and we get more top speed. Huh, interesting. Well, what does that look like? Oh, they do look more flated. More flated? More inflated. Oh, man. I was expecting, like, cool things to happen. Like, I wish the tires looked all flat and gooey and stuff, but it didn't work. Well, okay, does the car actually react like it has 0 tire pressure? Here's my thinking. If we went off this and we landed, if we actually have 100 PSI tires, it would just bounce when it lands. So if we came up here, I mean, it sort of bounces. Maybe let's try another car. Maybe let's try like this. Try a little MX-5. The MX-5, I mean, hopefully should work. Man, this is the most in-depth Forza science video we've done ever. Like, we're thinking of all the possibilities today. All right. So 0 to 60, blah, blah, blah. Cool. 1% tire, or 1 PSI. Does that actually look flat? No. Whoa. It felt like our turning. Whoa! Our turning is really weird. Our turning is so, like, I don't even know how to put it. It's weird. It's like when I turn into the corner, it's like nothing, and then it just slides out. That doesn't feel normal. Okay, well, you know what? Let's try a race. Let's see what we can do. I thought playing with the tire compound or the tire pressure would be, like, cool because the tires would be all, like, deflated and stuff, but nah. Let's see when we get into some of these corners, though, if the car acts, like, a little bit strange. Like, before, it just felt kind of gooey and not stuck to the road, but we'll see what happens here. Ooh, whoa, 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 yeah, it's definitely a little weird. But I don't really know how to describe what's going on. Like, it's totally drivable and totally playable like this. It's just something feels off, you know? It almost looks like I'm trying to drift every corner, but I'm not. Like, I'm trying to grip it around the corner, but the little MX-5 just slides out with these tires. It's very, like, responsive down here, though. It's weird. It, like, I can tell that something is not right, but I couldn't pinpoint what it is. Whoa, there we go. The car's gone all flat. Okay. Yeah, the car definitely goes, like, floaty at speed. Oh, that's weird. All right, we got to get something super fast out then and try this thing out. Maybe we'll whip out that GTR from a couple episodes ago. Yeah, this is just weird. It's like, it's good, but there's something wrong. All right, super fast GTR. Do you still have crazy? Yeah, 4 million horsepower. Thank you. All right, it's already sitting on 1 PSI for tires. Okay. All right, so let's see what happens. We've got traction control on. Oh, yeah, it's... You see the problem that I'm having with it? It's like as soon as we get on the path, it's so not stable. It's like so... It's so floppy. Oh my god, the thing's trying to do a wheelie. All right, flat tires was a bad idea. Oh, really, really bad idea. Stop. Okay. Flying to Surface Paradise, part 2. All right, well, what if we compare that to 100 PSI? I mean, we could always try changing it to, like, 1,000 PSI and see what happens with that. Oh, you can see the car move, too. You saw that? It went up a little bit. Like, so the tire pressure is definitely affecting... like, the tire, it's just, it's very negligible. Anyways, let's try this, see if it reacts the same. I have a feeling it will. Yep, it's super slidey again. All right. All right, yep, it's really slide. This is what I expected would happen, though. Because, like, if you have 100 PSI in your tires, you're not going to have any grip. Yeah, this is actually less drivable than 0 PSI. Like, 0 PSI, it sort of worked, but... yeah. What could possibly go wrong if you gave your car 1,000 PSI pressure tires? And you know what? For the giggles, 0. So if we raise it up to, let's say 1,000. 1,000 PSI, I feel like if you went to that with a needle and it could just like go bang, you know? For reference, normal cars, I think road cars run with like anywhere between 30 and sometimes even 50 PSI. Depending on what type of car you have. It almost looks like it's like floating. Like, those tires are not flexing at all for the road, which is kind of cool, kind of strange. That's just weird. It handles normally, though. Like, what? All right, let's stop, and we're going to change it. Flat tires in Forza Horizon 3. What could possibly go wrong? Let's see. Oh, you see it, like, lowers again, but the tires themselves, it looks like they don't really change, but let's see. Oh, it definitely has more grip, like, off the line. You can almost feel it, like, dig in a little bit more, but it's kind of crappy that it doesn't show on the tire what it's doing, because right now our tires would be like so bulged out, it's not even funny. I mean, again, it handles fine once it's at speed. Like, yeah, it would just have a lot of grip. Like, the contact patch would be crazy on this tire. What if we make it negative 1,000? No way is this gonna work. I highly doubt it. If we actually get into the game with negative 1,000 PSI. Wouldn't that be a vacuum? That would be a vacuum. Oh my god, we actually got into the game. Things I was not expecting. Okay, well, let's see what happens. We're at negative 1,000 PSI, so it says. Again, it doesn't show it in the game. I don't understand physics enough to know what would actually be happening to these tires, but I think it would be a vacuum. I don't know how that would work. Flat tires in Forza Horizon 3 is just the biggest let's fail ever. Like, you can give it flat tires, and you can give it negative 1,000 PSI, but not that much actually changes. Like, yeah, the physics change, but it's, like, negligible. Like, you don't really notice it unless you're purposefully looking for it. Like, this thing handles pretty similarly to any other car. Anyways, I guess on that massive disappointment, thanks for watching. If you understand the physics better than I do, please let me know in the comments down below and explain what's happening. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!